News came out over the weekend that Chris Clemons and the Seahawks really not that close together on getting a deal done. In fact, Len Pasquarelli reporting in the Sports Exchange that Clemons and his agent are saying no to what they've been offered, and they've been offered essentially a 3-year deal starting now that would pay him considerably more money than he's set to make in the final year of his deal. And yet, Chris Clemons saying, nope, not interested. I'd rather go to free agency next year. But then the other side of it, Eric Williams, Tacoma News-Tribune, saying they're still talking.
That's exactly right. I think let's dig into this a little bit. Mike Sando joined the show today, gave us some background. So Chris Clemons' agent's out of the Atlanta area. Clemons makes his home down in Georgia. You know who else is in that area down south? Len Pasquarelli, who, as Mike Sando said, the number of times that agents come to him, come to print people to make sure, hey, we want to get our side out. So as I read into this, and this is all speculation, but just knowing how this is typically on and seeing these negotiations play out, here's an agent making sure that Len Pasquarelli puts out the numbers on this deal to try to create some level of conversation.
Well, and if there's conversation, then that's good news for the Seahawks and Chris Clemons. I hope that they can get back together and find some sort of a long-term deal that will work out. Quite frankly, I don't think it matters to Pete Carroll, John Schneider, and the Hawks. I think they're going to win either way. If Chris Clemons decides to sign this offer, then great. They've got the guy they want at the amount they want him at. If he decides not to, fine. They got him playing hard for one more year where he needs to play and have a good season in order to make that money on the open market next year. Fantastic. I think they win either way.
Well, the only caveat is if he decides to play hardball and he decides to miss training camp and he decides to, create a distraction that I don't think this team needs or deserves. And I hope that he's in camp, because with him and with Bruce Irvin, I think this defense can become a top 5 group.